This is Rod coming to you live from the Business Credit Hub. It's January 12th, episode number 5. And guys, have you ever thought about starting a business and didn't know exactly where to begin? In today's episode, we will discuss how to set your business up and have a business that is very credible and it can be considered a real business. So let's get started. The first thing on your checklist should be your business name. And you want to not put a whole lot of thought into what your business name is. And maybe I should rephrase that. You don't want to overthink what your business name is. And what I mean by overthink is you want a business name that is going to be broad and not too specific, simply because your business name could indicate that you are in a high-risk industry. And I actually talk about this in my previous video. So if you want to know more about that, just go to the previous video and I talk a little bit more in depth about naming your business. The next thing is your business address. And your business address should be an actual physical address. I know some people work from home, which is perfectly fine, but to be credible, you want to actually set up a business address. And you may be asking, but Rod, how do I do that if I work from home? And that's very simple. You can use what's called a virtual address. And there are quite a few companies out there. Some of the more notable companies are Regus, Opus, DaVinci, and Alliance. And I'll actually leave links in the description on some of these companies that I recommend. The next thing is your business entity. So you want to decide what you want your business to be, whether that be a LLC, a corporation, S Corp or C Corp, a partnership, sole proprietor, or nonprofit. So you want to decide what entity your business will be as well. Next on your checklist should be an EIN number. So once you've come up with the business name and you have a business address, the entity, you'll want to get an EIN. And getting your EIN is very simple. You can actually do that for free. I've actually done a how-to video on getting your EIN, which you can do that in less than 5 minutes. And it's very simple, but getting an EIN is very essential. You also want to have a business phone number. And what I mean by a business phone is not a second cell phone number, but an actual business phone number. You don't want to use your cell phone number as your business number because you want to look credible when you're presenting yourself to lenders and banks and seem like a very credible business. Places you can get a business phone number set up are RingCentral, Vonage, Freedom Voice, and Phone.com. And I actually have used each and every last one of those, and they are very credible. The next thing you want to do is you want to set up a professional website, and you can do that by going to GoDaddy, or I would recommend GoDaddy or Google G Suite. They have a business version of Google where you can set up your email and your phone number. And I've used both GoDaddy and Google, and honestly speaking, I like Google better, simply because it just seems like it's more user friendly. But GoDaddy is just as good. The next thing you want to do is you want to have a business license if it's required. And when you file with your Secretary of State, they'll let you know if you need a business license. It's not common for you to need a business license most times, but every once in a while you will need to do that if you're like if you're in a restaurant business or you have a storefront. It's only certain type of businesses that do require a business license, and it's different in every state, every city and state. So I'll leave a link in the description. And if your business does require a business license, you want to file this right away. You want to prevent any delays. And also you want to make sure that you have the correct business information when you're setting up your license. Make sure that business information is matching your entity records when setting up your business. By doing this is going to boost your credibility with lenders and others when you're out trying to do business with banks and things of that nature. And after you have set all of these things up, now you're ready to actually set up a business bank account. And just like your license, you want to make sure that your information is correct on your bank account, just as like when you're filing for the state, the information should be the same as the business entity filings for the state. By getting you a bank account, this is going to increase your financing options. It's going to reduce your liability. It'll simplify accounting for you. It's going to improve your credibility. And most, but certainly not least, it's going to separate your business and your personal funds. You don't want to commingle business and personal funds. It just becomes a headache for your CPA, and it can also get you in trouble. So setting up a bank account is an essential. And while you're setting up a bank account, you could also set up a merchant account. This is where you're going to take your credit cards and debit payments. I would highly recommend setting up a backup merchant account just in case something goes awry with your first merchant account, so you'll have some backup. And you can set up a merchant account with places like Square, QuickBooks, and Stripe. I highly recommend all of those. They're very good. And last, make sure that all of your business records list your business information correctly. And guys, that will be your business credit checklist. And once you have all those things in place, you are now ready to go. Your business is ready to go out and start getting funding. And I hope this information has been valuable to you. If so, do me a favor and hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And this is Rod. Until the next time.